dear children. How are you all? Hope you are doing well. My name is Anmol ma'am and I'm going to start with the chapter with ch sound. The name of the chapter is The Woodpecker and the Tugboat. I'll be reading this chapter loudly so that you will know how to read a chapter and how to pronounce the words. Also, I will be telling you the meaning of the difficult words in the chapter. But before we begin with the chapter, I would like to introduce the words you know and special words of the chapter. Words we know: when, ready, way, have, said, now, what, don't, here, them, much, away, live, give, sing, song, bark, bark, clay, play, fish, look, took, book. New sound ch as in chuck. Special words are peak, chirp, chew, home, baby. Chop, chop, chop went the axe. Children, chop means cutting down the things. Your mama also chops onion in the kitchen. Similarly, you can see in the picture the man is chopping down the wood with the help of an axe. Look here, this is an axe. You know what is an axe? An axe is a sharp tool which helps in chopping down the trees. It helps in chopping down the trees. Ch, ch, chop. Ch, ch, chop. As you all know, we are going to read a chapter with ch sound. So ch, ch, chop. Then the man with the axe rubbed his chin. What he was doing? He was rubbing his chin. He was ready for his lunch. Can you see ch sound? Can you hear ch sound in lunch? Now I want my lunch, he said. After doing so much of work, the man was hungry and he was wanting his lunch. Wonderful. Chip, chip, chip went the woodpecker's beak. She was chipping away at a big branch. Ch, ch, chip. Ch, ch, chip. Ch, ch, chipping. Now look at the woodpecker. What is she doing? She is chipping the branch with her sharp beak. Now let's read further. I want my lunch, said the woodpecker. Now after chipping at the branch, the woodpecker was also hungry. She was also asking for her lunch. Now can you see and hear the ch sound in lunch? In lunch. Chirp, chirp, chirp went the baby woodpecker. He was sitting in the tree. I want my lunch too, he said. Ch, ch, chirp. Ch, ch, chirp. Now look at the picture. The baby woodpecker is sitting in the tree. And which sound is he making? He is making a sound called chirp. He is making a sound called chirp. And now he is also hungry and he wants his lunch. He wants his lunch. Then the big woodpecker had a rest. She looked at the baby woodpecker. She caught her baby an insect for lunch. Now look at the mama woodpecker, the big woodpecker. She brought lunch for the baby woodpecker because the baby woodpecker cannot fly. So mama is helping baby woodpecker in getting his lunch. What has she brought for lunch? She has brought an insect. Chug, chug, chug went the tugboat all the way home. Ch, ch, chug. Ch, ch, chug. Children, do you know what is a tugboat? A tugboat is a boat which helps to lift heavier boats in water, and the sound made by the tugboat is ch, ch, chug. Ch, ch, chug. All the way home to get my lunch, said the tugboat. Now the tugboat is also going home to get its lunch. Can you see and hear the sound of ch in lunch and chug? Chew, chew, chew went the man. Yum, yum, this sandwich is good for me. Ch, ch, chew. Ch, ch, chew. Children, chew means biting with the teeth so that we can swallow the food easily. Now the man is eating sandwich. Can you hear the ch sound in sandwich? So he feels that the sandwich is very yummy and he is eating sandwich for his lunch and he feels it is very good for him. Crunch, crunch, crunch went the baby woodpecker. Yum, yum, this insect is good for me. Children, can you hear and see the sound of CH in crunch? The sound of CH in crunch. Crunch means when you eat with your teeth, a louder sound is made. That is called crunch. The insect is eating. Crunch, crunch, crunch went the baby woodpecker. Yum, yum, this insect is good for me. Children, can you hear and see the sound of CH in crunch? The sound of CH in crunch. Crunch means when you eat with your teeth, a louder sound is made. That is called crunch. The baby woodpecker is eating an insect and he feels it is very yummy and it is good for him. What is the baby bird eating? He is eating an insect. Wonderful. Munch, munch, munch went the tugboat. Yum, yum, this petrol is good for me. Children, can you hear the ch sound in which word? Come on, tell me. It is munch. It is munch. Munch is also a sound made while eating. So, the way man was chewing his food, the baby woodpecker was crunching the insect, and the tugboat is munching the petrol. The tugboat is munching the petrol. So, the tugboat feels good after having petrol. I have had my lunch of sandwiches, so I will chop, 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 said the man. Ch, ch, sandwiches. Ch, ch, chop. Now children, the man had his lunch and now he feels energetic. Means he was full of energy and now he wants to chop the wood. I have had my lunch of insects, so I will chip, 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 said the woodpecker. Ch, ch, chip. Ch, ch, chip. Now the woodpecker have also returned to the tree after having her lunch. After having her lunch, she is chipping at the branch once again. I have had my lunch of petrol, so I will chug, 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 said the tugboat. Ch, ch, chug. Ch, ch, chug. Ch, ch, lunch. Ch, ch, lunch. Now, the tugboat is full of petrol. It is returning to its work. Now, let's quickly read words we have used. Beak, what, ready. Baby, don't, when, chirp, home, now, chew, here, much. Some new words: chick, check, children, chat, champ, chess. Chick is the baby of the chicken. Check is when your answer gets checked. Children, you are my children. Chat, when two or more people are talking, that is called chat. Champ means champion. You all are champions. Chess, chess is a game. You have understood the chapter well, but now you have a homework to do. Read the chapter loudly in front of your parents and also write all the CH words from the chapter in a rough notebook and do send me the picture. Till then, stay home, stay safe.